York is like a foreign country.
You don't have to worry, Patrick. I'm worried enough for both of us. Now, all we have to do is what the lawyer told us. The letter! I've lost the letter!
You gave it to me, Agnes, after you lost your reading glasses.
Thank you, St. Bridget. Read it again, Patrick.
Dear Miss Scooch, herewith are the instructions of the will of the late Edwin Dennis. Upon my demise, I direct our faithful nanny, Agnes Scooch, to deliver my son Patrick to my sister and only other living relative, Mame Dennis, at number 3 Beacon Place, New York City. But the Knickerbocker Bank is a...
We don't need that part now, Patrick. All we need now is a safe haven. Oh, I've read about what happens after dark in New York to unmarried girls and innocent children. Your dear auntie must be worried frantic. St. Bridget, deliver us to Beekman Place, away from the wicked and depraved. Our gray head is peeping through the curtain lace, calling, come ye inside, where you'll be saved. She's baked him a cherry pie and glazed a ham. Her dear arms reach out for his embrace. So if you have pity on this poor lost lamb, God love you, dear St. Bridget, deliver us to Sing with me, Patrick. It'll keep up your courage.
My father was a Presbyterian. I don't think he'd like that.
Where your father is now, there's not much he can do about it. Sing. So if you have pity on these poor lost sheep, God love you, dear St. Bridget, deliver us to
Mame, what the hell are we celebrating? A holiday, one I just invented. The moon's full, the gin's in the bathtub, and all my dearest friends are here, even the ones I haven't met yet. Light the candles, get the ice out, roll the rug up. It's today, though it may not be anyone's birthday, and though it's far from the first of the year, I know that this very minute has history in it. We're here. It's a time for making merry, and so I'm for making hay. To the grandeur, dance your shoes off. If you need New Year's Super Bowl, then order a double and wait. There's a thank you. You can give life if you live life all the way. For the sunshine, hold the roof down. Tell us, watch out, it's today. Well then, Mame, why don't you marry me? I'd lose you as a friend.
This isn't number 3 Beekman Place, is it?
Yes, you come in now. Agency tell me we here 2 hours ago. What happened? Never mind, kitchen that way. It's a time for making merry. That's all I've got. Making hay to the grand like a band, hallelujah. It's
Patrick, if anybody hears your Auntie Mame, it's better you never know.
But I don't want to go, Agnes. She's the first lady duo player I ever saw.
Good night.
Oh, good night, Frank. See you Tuesday at the Algonquin. Oh, watch it, Edna.
Can you play Reveille?
Reveille. It's not one of my favorites.
I learned it at day camp, but I never had my own bugle. My dad said it was too much noise.
I love noise. You must come from a dreadful family.
I've only got one living relative in the world.
Who's that?
You.
That's right.
Who are you?
Gooch, I'm your nanny-in-law.
But that's impossible. You're not coming until tomorrow. Your telegram said very clearly December 1st. This is November 31st, and everybody knows 30 days have September, April, June, and... Oh my God. I'm your Auntie Mame! Oh, and this is for you, a present.
Golly.
Listen, everyone, I have an important announcement to make. This is my little boy. Oh, no, he's not really my little boy. He's my late brother's son from Des Moines. My only living relative. That's all we have, just each other, my little love. Well, now. Oh, well, darling. Well, what should I call you, dear?
Patrick. Patrick Dennis.
Oh, I know the dentist part, dear. And from now on, you must call me Auntie Mame. Well, now. Would you like a martini? No. Oh, the powder room. You'd like to use the powder room. Oh, food, that's it. You must be famished. Now, come along with me and we'll get you some caviar.
And so the universe is composed of the elements of Aristotle. Thus, man himself is fire, dust, and air mingled with water.
Acacius, darling, this is my little nephew, Patrick. Patrick, this is Mr. Acacius Divine, dear.
Know thee, Sauton.
That means know thyself. Mr. Divine is a great educator, and he runs a school down in the village where they do all kinds of advanced things. The laboratory of life. Okay, do you think you might find room for young Patrick here?
For him? Yes.
Oh, good.
In this one I see already the fire, dust, and air.
Then we'll just add water and stir. Oh, do you think you might like to go there, darling?
Do they wear uniforms at your school?
In my school, we wear nothing.
It's heaven. Oh, this is Mr. M. Lindsay Woolsey, dear. He publishes books.
Who's he?
That, the Lithuanian bishop, doesn't speak a word of English. Very stimulating man. Oh, Your Grace. And so worldly for a man of God. Vera! Vera, darling, this is my little boy. Patrick, I want you to meet a star, one of the great ladies of the American theater and your Auntie Mame's dearest friend, Vera Charles.
Hello.
How do you do?
Vera just loves little boys.
Yes.
Have you noticed? You're quite handsome.
I guess it runs in the family. So are you.
Listen, everyone, it is a holiday. It's Patrick's Day. Not St. Patrick's Day. My Patrick's Day. Light the sparklers, crash the cymbals, blow the bugle. It's today. Someone gave me a wonderful present, something I needed and yet never knew. So start the whistling and clapping, 'cause under the wrapping was you. And we'll give life quite a tumble, and we'll live life all the way. All the calls out, raise a racket. All the stars out, it's
You want this in the boys' room too?
Put it in the hall. No, put it in the library. Maybe she'll write it.
Oh, Christ.
Can I put this in the guest room?
You can't. The first lady of the American theater's in there, out cold.
What does she do, live here?
No, she doesn't live here. She drinks here and she passes out here.
Uh-huh, just sign here, please.
I'm not sure I can stand it. I've been here 2 weeks and they've had 13 cocktail parties.
Only 13?
They called one off. The bootlegger was sick that day. Thank God you're here. Take it quick.
Oh, boys' room very crowded. I put Paris in your room.
Can't you put it in your room? I've got the rabbits.
Where's Auntie Mame? I've got to show her something.
You can, Patrick. She said never to wake her this early in the afternoon.
Never mind, Agnes. I'm up.
Oh.
Auntie Mame, look.
My God, bats!
It's the spirit of St. Louis.
Patrick, please, darling, your Auntie Mame's hung. Oh, Patrick, come back. I'm terribly interested in all your projects. I just didn't expect Mr. Lindbergh to land on my stairs. Before breakfast, dear.
Look.
Oh, that's charming. Now, come and give your Auntie Mame a good morning kiss. Oh, gently. Gently. Oh, that was lovely. You'll make some lucky woman very happy someday.
Oh, I'm going to be exactly like you and keep my relations with the opposing sex plutonic. That's one of my new words.
Platonic. I'm glad to see you're keeping a list the way Auntie Mame taught you.
I got some singers at your party last night. Some of them aren't even in the dictionary.
Well, read me the ones you don't understand.
Stinko, Karl Marx, Hotsy Totsy Club, Lesbian, Son of a...
My, what an eager little mind. You won't need some of these words for months and months.
Mr. Babcock from Knickerbocker Bank telephone.
God, I've been dodging him for days.
Be here in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. 5 minutes! Oh, Ito! Oh, Patrick, run and tell Ito to hurry me up a light black breakfast, black coffee, and a sidecar, dear. Vera! Vera, where are you? Vera, where the hell are you? Vera! Vera!
Somebody call me
Vera, I need you. Patrick's trustee is on his way over here.
in the middle of the night? My God, that moon's bright.
Vera, don't you realize some horrible man is descending like a vulture to rob me of my child?
Somebody's been sleeping in my dress.
Oh, Vera.
Mame, what are you so excited about?
Vera, you can't know how I feel. You've never been a mother.
I'll have you know that once in Pittsburgh I played Mother Cabrini during Lent.
Auntie Mame, Mr. Babcock's here.
Not already?
Mame, you're being utterly hysterical.
Oh, go make him feel right at home, just like your Auntie Mame taught you. Vera, you don't realize this is war.
Mr. Babcock,
That's right, son.
Please to wait.
we've been expecting you.
Well, you look like a bully little chap. Yes, sir, a bully little chap.
You look very bully too, Mr. Babcock.
Say, I have a son just about your age up in Darien. We'll have you up sometime, and Junior can show you his cigar band collection.
That'll be swell. Would you like a martini, Mr. Babcock?
I don't think this is exactly the time for a martini.
Oh, it's okay. Mr. Wolcott says somewhere in the world the sun is just below the yardarm. Stir, never shake. Bruises the gin.
Well,
Why, Mr. Babcock, what an honor to have you in our little home. Though I wonder if it makes for the best first impression on a sensitive young mind to see you drinking during business hours.
but he...
Don't worry, I won't breathe a word of it to the Knickerbocker Bank.
Now, just a minute. Where did this lad learn to mix a martini?
Mr. Babcock, knowledge is power.
And that, Miss Dennis, is exactly what I've come here to discuss. This youngster's education. His proper education.
Nuts.
No, thank you.
There you go, dear. Won't you sit down, Mr. Babcock?
Thank you. I have here a list of better boys' schools in Manhattan, which
Personally, I prefer co-educational.
What do you mean?
That's when boys and girls go to the
I
same-
know. I know. First on my list is the Berkeley School, which is known to be splendid.
Have you ever considered a wonderfully progressive school down in the village?
Your late brother's will was very explicit. It said conservative schooling. Of course, there's always my alma mater, St. Boniface, in Massachusetts.
No, that's much too far away.
Well, whatever school we choose, it must be one that is both exclusive and restricted.
Exclusively what and restricted to whom?
Well, we want to keep the riffraff out of this boy's life.
Mr. Babbitt.
Babcock.
Yes. It was very good of you to come, Mr. Babcock.
Well, what school is it going to be?
Name the school you'd like, and Patrick and I will know exactly what to do.
Well, I say Berkeley.
Then bully for Berkeley.
All right, I'll make a check out to the Berkeley School, and you can take the boy down and enroll him tomorrow morning.
Whatever you say, Mr. Babcock.
Well, I say I'm very happy to have met you. After reports I'd heard, I was biased and not in your favor. But I find you to be a woman of very powerful charm.
And you're a man with a very powerful bank. Bastard. That word, dear, is bastard. B-A-S-T-A-R-D. And it means Mr. Babcock.
You mean I don't have to go to that Berkeley school, Auntie Mame?
You're going to see life, Patrick, not just the inside of some safe deposit box.
Will I have to go to school at all?
Well, maybe we'll enroll you part-time in Mr. Devine's lovely laboratory of life. But do you know who's going to be your teacher most of the time? Moi! I'm going to show you things you never dreamed existed. Just look, out there!
At what?
At everything, my little love. Open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before you find you're a dull fellow, punching the same clock, walking the same tightrope as everyone on the block. The fella you ought to be is three-dimensional, soaking up life down to your toes. Whenever they say you're slightly unconventional, just put your thumb up to your nose and show them how to dance to a new rhythm, whistle a new song, toast with a new vintage. The fizz doesn't fizz too long. There's only one way to make the bubbles stay. Simply travel a new highway, dance to a new rhythm, open a new window every day. If you follow your Auntie Mame, I'll make this vow, my little love, that on the last day of your life, you'll be smiling the same young now, my little love. If you wake up every morning and you pull aside the shutter and you promise me that these'll be the first words that you utter. Open a new window, open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before you find you're a dull fellow, punching the same clock, walking the same tightrope as everyone on the block. The fella you want to be is three-dimensional, soaking up life down to your toes. Whenever they say you're slightly unconventional,
Just put your thumb up to your nose.
and show them how to dance to a new rhythm, whistle a new song, toast with a new vintage. The beat doesn't fizz too long. There's only one way to make the people stay. Simply travel a new highway, dance to a new rhythm, open a new window every day. Open a new door, travel a new highway that's never been tried before you find you're a dull fellow, punching the same clock,
Where is she? Where is that irresponsible bohemian Delilah?
If you mean Miss Dennis, she's out buying presents for the boys.
Spoiling him rotten. My God, that kid hasn't even been going to school.
Oh, yes, he has. To the Laboratory of Life.
The Laboratory of Life? That's not a school. That's the Garden of Eden. I went down to the Berkeley School this morning to check on that kid's academic standing. And do you know what I found? He isn't even registered, and never has been. So I've been hunting in every crackpot, half-baked school for the feeble-minded in this town. And I finally found him in the lowest of them all. There they all were. Boys, girls, teachers, all romping around stark naked. Now I ask you, would you put your child in a place like that?
I'm unmarried.
What a day, Lindsay. What a lovely, lovely day.
Oh, what a date indeed. I haven't even had a chance to call my office.
Why, Mr. Babcock, what a surprise.
You're no more fit to raise a child than Jezebel.
My little love, something's happened to him.
Get out here, you little heathen, you.
He's been hiding in the kitchen.
Patrick, what's the matter?
We were just playing fish families.
Fish families.
Show me, darling.
Well, Mrs. Devine and all the girls crouched down on the floor and pretend to be ladyfishes depositing their eggs in the sand. Then Mr. Devine and all the boys do what gentlemen fish do.
What could be more wholesome and natural?
It might be natural for a sardine.
Mr. Babcock, I consider your conduct most undignified.
At least I'm wearing pants. I'm getting out of this combination nudist colony opium den before you make me look like the vice president in charge of free love.
Mr. Babcock, not in front of the BOY.
Tomorrow morning, me personally, I'm putting that kid in boarding school, St. Boniface Academy in Massachusetts, and he'll stay there. You'll only get your hands on him Christmas and summers, and I wish to God I could keep you from doing that.
Also, whatever you say, Mr. Babcock, if you only let the child stay near me.
He goes, and he goes tomorrow.
Mr. Babcock!
Now, Mr. Babcock, let's be reasonable.
Now, I'm
about
going
this.
to turn this kid into a decent, God-fearing Christian if I have to break every bone in his body. You have him ready by 8 o'clock sharp. And kid, you'd better be wearing knickers.
But Auntie Mame, I want to stay with you.
Hush, my love. St. Boniface probably isn't so bad. Agnes, take him upstairs to get him ready for dinner. We'll talk about it later, darling. Lindsay, what am I gonna do?
Oh, Mame, I'm sorry. I don't think I've ever seen you cry before. Mame, are you home? Have you talked to your stockbroker? Oh, yes, I can see you have.
What about her stockbroker?
Don't you know? He's called me half a dozen times trying to locate the both of you.
What happened?
Well, the Bulls have done something terrible to the Bears. Or vice versa. Anyhow, nothing is worth anything anymore.
Well, I'm sure this is only something temporary, Mame.
Mrs. Stockbroker wants to say hello before you jump out the window.
I'll take care of this, Mame. How bad is it, Arthur? Everything. The market's gone mad. They say you're wiped out. We all are.
Thank God I never put anything aside.
I don't give a damn about money. I've lost my child.
What?
Patrick's trustee sent her to boarding school in Massachusetts.
Oh, Mame, darling.
Mame, I'm sorry. I better go see what I can salvage.
Vera, what am I gonna do?
Mame, I have the perfect solution. The theater. I'll talk to JJ and tell him he's simply got to give you a role in my new show. And the Knickerbocker Bank is sure to let Patrick come back to you once they see you've settled down to do something steady. Like acting.
Vera, I don't want your charity. Besides, I found out years ago what you thought of my talent when we were in the chorus together.
I was never in the chorus.
What difference does it make? The show won't run anyhow.
I was never in the chorus.
Your shows never do.
I was never... What do you mean my shows don't run?
Well, Vera, they're so old-fashioned.
I'll have you know that this is an extremely modern operetta about a lady astronomer.
A lady astronomer. I could play a lady astronomer.
I play the lady astronomer.
Oh.
But there is a part you might be right for. Now, it's very small, only one line, but
One line?
well, it comes at the very climax of the show. You see, I teach in this girls' seminary. And I'm in love with a professor at this men's seminary, but he's a terrible alcoholic. You're off stage left waiting for your very exciting entrance. So, on the night of the rising of the moon, I, a mere woman, make a universe-shaking discovery. I have a little secret I'd like to impart that I hope doesn't give you too much of a start. Though it's shocking, it's completely true. I know it isn't gossip or rumor, of course, for I have it from quite a reliable source, and I'd like to pass it on to you. The man in the moon is a lady with lipstick and curls. The cow that jumped over cried, "Jump in, Jehovah." I think it's just one of the girls. She winks at the stars from her bed of green cheese. That isn't a nightgown, it's a satin chemise. Oh, her friends are the stars and the planets. She sends the Big Dipper a kiss. So don't ever offend her. Remember her gender. The man in the moon is a miss. The stars have brought us together, my beloved, and now we shall have proof of my great discovery. For it is the time of the rising of the moon. The time of the rising of the moon. The rising of the moon is a bit late, my beloved, but we shall see it soon in all its glory. Tell her to get her ass on that moon! The man in the moon is a lady with lipstick and curls. The cow that jumped over cried, "Jump in, Jehovah." I think it's just one of the girls.
Miss Charles, place for a curtain call.
This is the most disgraceful thing that has happened in the history of the theater.
Listen, this is my dearest friend, Vera Charles. I'm my whole career, my whole comeback.
Place for curtain calls.
Get off stage.
I can't. I'm stuck.
Somebody get a pair of pliers. Get a hacksaw. Cut her arm off. That's enough!
All right, that's enough. Strike the set.
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't know. I honestly...
Work light.
I'm handing my resignation. This is ridiculous. I can't work like this.
I have a real astronomical discovery for you. The man in the moon is a bitch.
All right, everyone, 9 o'clock call tomorrow morning, and replacement for the Moon Lady. Sorry, Moon Lady.
I thought you were very good, Auntie Mame.
Oh, my little love. Oh, what are you doing in New Haven?
Ito brought me.
But how could he bring you when I've already sold the car?
Oh, we didn't drive. We hitchhiked.
But Mr. Babcock thinks you're at that terrible school.
I sort of told him it was a lecture on astronomy, so they let me come.
Are you ashamed of your Auntie Mame?
I'm proud of you. No one liked the stinky old show till you came in.
Oh, Patrick, I'm a failure.
No, you're not. Not to me. Not ever. You're my best girl, and nothing you do is wrong. I'm proud you belong to me. And if a day is rough for me, having you there's enough for me. And if someday another girl comes along, it won't take her long to see that I'll still be found, just hanging around. My best girl.
You're my best beau. You're handsome and brave and strong. There's nothing we two can't face. If you're with me, whatever comes, we'll see that trouble never comes. And if someday another beau comes along, determined to take your place, I hope he's resigned to falling behind. My best boy. And if someday, when everything turns out wrong, you're through with the human race, come running to me, for I'll always be your best girl. My 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 best
Excellent, monsieur.
Pardon me. I think I'm in the wrong place.
But you are the 4 o'clock appointment. Mr. Burnside?
That's right. But this seems more like a beauty salon pour madame.
Why should the man not also be beautiful? Gregor!
Oui, madame.
Naturally, they'll be giving you the full treatment. Facial, pedicure, mood pack.
Mood pack? I'll just have a shave and a neck trim. Oh, maybe a manicure.
Manicure. Gregor!
Oui, madame.
Who is available?
Only the new girl, madame.
Can we trust her? Miss Denise!
Yes, madame. Here, madame. Ready, madame.
Southern aristocracy, but with money. We'll be giving you Miss Denise, our most experienced manicurist.
Thank you.
Take very good care of him.
Oh, I will. Excuse me, sir, are you right or left-handed?
Left.
Maybe we better start with the right.
I'd like to see the young lady who's doing my nails.
Am I doing something wrong?
No, ma'am. You have a very delicate touch, Miss Dennis. Is that your name?
Yes, mister.
Beauregard Jackson Pickett Burnside.
I'm very glad to know you. I'd shake your hand, but I'm already shaking. Oh, did I get too close to the quick?
Oh, not at all. Down south, we all lean to short nails.
Oh, the South. All that lovely lost elegance.
Not completely lost, ma'am. You just love Peckerwood.
Peckerwood? Who's Peckerwood?
That's the name of my plantation.
Oh, I hurt you again.
Did you? I honest to gosh didn't notice.
You're such a wonderful person. I've just got to tell you the truth. Madame told a big fib. I'm not her most experienced manicurist. I just started. You're my first customer.
Well, I'm honored, ma'am. My hands are taking a maiden voyage.
What a lovely thing to say.
Comes more or less natural saying lovely things to a lovely lady.
Oh, are all your relatives just as nice as you?
You just ought to come down Georgia way and meet us all one day.
Oh, I'd love to meet you all.
I ought to get my nails done more often.
How are you enjoying our manicure, sir?
It's an extraordinary experience.
Oh! This customer is bleeding!
Nothing really. Just a tiny little old scratch.
Nothing! I've never seen anything so horrible! Take a look! The fingertip! She's almost gone!
I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to hurt you.
Out! Out! Turn in your smook!
It's my fault, honestly. This little lady was doing an absolute bang-up job.
You're such a wonderful person and brave. And you ought to get your manicures where you don't hire people like me.
Miss Dennis! Miss Dennis!
Vous êtes la femme la plus stupide dont j'ai jamais eu la méfiance de faire les connaissances. Est-ce qu'il y a un cerveau de ces crânes vides? Mais non, c'est plein de merde! Imbécile!
Agnes, Ito.
Hi, Auntie Mame.
Oh, my little love. What are you doing home?
I got a long weekend on account of good grades. I'm legally yours for 3 whole days.
Oh, I was hoping you'd been expelled.
Oh, Missy got fired again?
I'm afraid so, Ito. I was just as bad at fingernails as I was selling vacuum cleaners.
I'm glad you're home, Miss Dennis. I didn't know what to make for dinner.
What did we have last night?
Shredded wheat.
Agnes, Ito, I did hope I could pay you some of your
I'm
back
not money mad, Miss Dennis. I wouldn't think of leaving you.
No place else get job anyhow.
Please don't cry, Auntie Mame.
Oh, hell, we don't even have any Kleenex.
You're a loving woman, Miss Dennis. You're peculiar, but you're loving.
Thanks, Agnes. You're peculiar, too. Oh, hell! What are we doing sitting around letting the depression depress us? Merry Christmas, everybody!
Oh, Missy get mixed up with calendar again. It's not Christmas yet.
It says in the paper 16 shopping days until.
Well, we need it now, so let's go ahead and have it. A few jobs ago, I bought these fast before I was tempted to spend the money on something foolish, like food.
Wow, long pants at last.
Oh, thank you, Missy.
It's not Tiffany's, Ito. It's Walgreens.
Perfume! It's so French smelling.
Ito, where are last year's Christmas decorations?
On the library shelf.
Go and get them! Haul out the holly, put up the tree before my spirit falls again. Fill up the stocking, I may be rushing things, but deck the halls again now. For we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute. It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry. So climb down the chimney, put up the brightest string of lights I've ever seen. Slice up the fruit cake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that evergreen bough. For I've grown a little leaner, grown a little colder, grown a little sadder, grown a little older, and I need a little angel sitting on my shoulder. Need a little Christmas now. Haul out the holly, haven't I taught you well to live each living day? Fill up the stocking.
But Auntie Mame, it's 1 week past Thanksgiving Day now.
But we need a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols at the spinet. Yes, we need a little Christmas right this very minute.
It hasn't snowed a single flurry, but Santa dear, we're in a hurry.
So climb down the chimney. It's been a long while since I've felt good neighbory.
Slice up the fruit cake. It's time we hung some tinsel on that Mayberry bough. For we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafters. Yes, we need a little snappy, happy ever after. Need a little Christmas now.
Can I try my long pants now?
Try on your long pants now.
We've got a little present for you, too.
Oh, Agnes.
I hope you won't be angry about what we've done.
So what is it you have done?
We had some money put by Ito and I for a rainy day, but it can't get much wetter than it is right now.
Merry Christmas, Missy. We pay bills. Now Butcher no give nasty look with slam chop.
You're both so dear to me. I'll pay you back, you know I will. If ever I can.
Look,
Wow!
hold out your wrist. With Christmas coming so fast, I didn't have enough time to wrap it.
Where did you get the money?
Well, I hadn't been playing my bugle much anyhow. I got a smooth one so you wouldn't get hooked again. Merry Christmas, Auntie Mame.
Oh, Merry Christmas, darling.
Merry Christmas, Missy.
Merry Christmas, Ito. Merry Christmas, Agnes. Oh, we need a little music, need a little laughter, need a little singing, ringing through the rafter. Yes, we need a little snappy, happy ever after, need a little Christmas now. If that's Santa Claus, tell him we've already had it.
Miss Dennis? Miss Dennis, I'm delighted to see you again.
After I sawed you up?
Little lady, I'm the one to apologize. I'm afraid you lost your position on my account.
Oh no, I'm very good at getting fired all by myself.
From the instant you took my hand, I sensed you weren't the type of person who, what shall I say, takes people's hands commercially.
Oh, how is your hand?
Healing like a house of fire. I'll be able to get a glove on in a day or two.
Oh, family! I'd like y'all to meet Mr. Beauregard Jackson Pickett Burnside.
It's a remarkable memory, Miss Dennis. I sometimes forget part of it myself.
We've been having Christmas. It's a little early, but we're free thinkers.
I like that. I feel like Christmas too. And to celebrate, I'm going to take all of you all out to dinner. You go and get your coats on while I tell that cab to wait.
Marry him the minute he asks you.
He's nice.
Me never believe in Santa Claus. They're beginning to change mind.
I never expected Santa Claus to look so much like Red Butler. This very minute, got a little Christmas now. Yes, we've got a little Christmas right this very minute. Candles in the window, carols and the spirit. Yes, we've got a little Christmas right this very minute. Got a little Christmas now.
Dennis woman must be mighty special. They've been both skittled her all the way down here from New York City. Yep. Morning, Cousin Finn.
Peculiar morning, Uncle Jeff. Mighty peculiar. Is it generally known that Beau and his lady friend have a child with them?
No.
Well, now. Why, Sally Cato, didn't rightly expect you to be coming around for the doings.
Well, however could I manage to stay away when me and Beau been practically engaged since grammar school? I wouldn't feel like a true daughter of the South. I didn't ooze out all the hospitality that's just simmering in my innards.
What do you mean I don't look happy, Beauregard? I'm always happy. When are you gonna trot out that New York filly of yours? All I can see around here is family.
Well, now that doesn't include me, Mother Burnside.
Excepting you, Sally Cato. When we got peaches right here, ripe for the picking, I can't see why any man would go hankering after some northern alligator pear.
Welcome home, Beau Sugar.
Oh, Beau!
Mame, honey, we're out here waiting for you.
I'm coming, Beau Sugar. I'm just dying to meet your sweet little old mother.
Mother, may I present Miss Mame Dennis?
Well, I must say, Miss Burnside, you're everything I expected. And quite a bit more.
And these are the rest of my kinsfolks. The Jacksons, the Picketts, and the Burnsides.
Oh, I can't tell you how charmed I am to meet all of y'all.
Don't you worry. You'll be first naming each other as soon as I slosh another gallon of bourbon in the punch bowl.
Well, I'm Sally Cato McDougal. I just tell from the first instant I said eyes on you, we was going to be the closest of friends, May.
Well, that's very kind of you, Sally Cato.
Tell me, was it horses brought you and Beauregard together?
Horses?
Well, my beau would be bored blue if anybody wasn't practically born on a horse.
Well, I wasn't really born on a horse. But riding is my life. Dear me, every day up at the crack of noon.
That settles it. Here I've been racking my poor brain trying to think what special I could do to show you how I feel about your being down here. And what could be sweeter than a hunt?
A hunt?
Listen, everybody. Beau's gone, and surprise us all, it appears Miss Dennis is a prominent northern horsewoman.
I'm not prominent.
So naturally, we've got to have ourselves a hunt. Dawn tomorrow morning, and everybody's invited. I tell you, Mame, every eye in this county is gonna be on you tomorrow.
If only I'd known. You see, I didn't bring along any of my riding togs.
Don't you worry, Mame, dear. I've got dozens of things you can wear. You do ride astride?
No, sad saddle. Daddy, the colonel, insisted I learn. Said it was the only true way for a lady to ride.
Well, now, isn't that grand? Oh, little old side saddle do you just fine.
Punch, ladies?
Oh, darling, we're gonna have ourselves a hunt, and your sweet little Yankee friend's gonna ride side saddle.
I won't allow it. It's too dangerous.
But, darling, she's insisted.
Well, if Mame says she can do it, she can do it. She's an amazing woman.
Mame, dear, I'm just gonna hold my breath until dawn tomorrow.
You do that, honey.
Morning, Mother Burnside. Did we find Miss Dennis a nice piece of horse flesh?
We sure did. Lightning rod.
Lightning rod? Thought he went mad.
Did.
My Auntie Mame's riding a mad horse.
Temporarily. Goodbye, Yankee girl.
Look at her go.
Follow!
Look at her fly.
What does she think she's doing?
Follow!
Look out for that fence.
Follow!
Look out, look out. Dang it, she didn't sail clear over it. No hands. She's passing everybody. She's passing the master of the hounds.
Mighty bad foam passing the master.
Mother of Jefferson Davis. She's passing the fox. They're heading back this way. Hey, get out of them flower beds. Get that crazy horse out of my bougainvillea.
Auntie Mame!
Astounding. First time in the history of the South anybody's brought back the fox alive.
Didn't I tell you she's an amazing woman?
How'd you do it, Auntie Mame? How'd you catch him?
Well, darling, I looked out at him and he looked up at me and we just sort of struck up a friendship.
Fetch me my shawl, somebody. I feel the winds of change.
Mame Dennis, I should like to ask you, well, you become the wife of Beauregard Jackson,
Pickett!
Oh yes, Pickett. Thank you, family. Burnside.
Oh, yes!
Ma'am, darling, you know I'll do everything I can to make you happy. Look, for our honeymoon, we'll take a trip around the world for a couple of years. You know, just the two of us.
Oh, Beau! My little love.
Congratulations.
Your Auntie Mame's in love and very, very happy, darling.
But I won't see you for a long, long time.
Patrick, nothing can really separate us. And you'll join us for all your vacations. The rest of the time you'll just be very busy at school. And I'll write to you every day, I promise. You'll just have 2 men in my life instead of 1. Oh, you didn't think I was going to run off and abandon you to that Mr. Babcock now, did you? You're stuck with me whether you like it or not, forever. Now, let's see that smile. Where is it? Up, up. There it is, darling.
Listen, everybody. On this plantation, in this county, in this whole blamed state, this day will go down in history as the day this lovely lady restored elegance and humanity to the gentlemanly sport of the hunt. And you know why, Mame? 'Cause you've done more for the South than Robert E. Lee.
You coax the blues right out of the horn, Mame. You charm the husk right off of the corn, Mame. You've got the banjo strumming and flunking out a tune to beat the band. The whole plantation's humming since you brought Dixie back to Dixieland. You make the cotton easy to pick, Mame. You give my old Miss Julep a kick, Mame. Whoever thought a Yankee would put a little Dixie bells to shame? You made us feel alive again. You've given us the drive again to make the South revive again,
You put the cakewalk back into style, Mame. You make the weeping willow tree smile, Mame. Your skin is Dixie satin, there's rebel in your manner and your speech. You may be from Manhattan, but Georgia never had a sweeter peach.
You make the old magnolia tree bud, Mame. You make camellias bloom in the mud, Mame. You make the bougainvillea turn purple at the mention of your name.
We are making pecan pies again. Tonight the chicken fries again. This time the South will rise again.
Shut my mouth and freeze my face. You brought some elegance to the place. This family hominy, capuchin track, Mame. Oh, shut my mouth and damn my eyes. You made the price of tobacco rise. And your watermelon is suddenly ripe, Mame. And down the levee, a beautiful bevy of Pringle and ladies is flocked. The way that they're squealing, they give me the feeling that poverty they must adopt. Just drumming and ringing, the humming and singing, it's starting to get out of hand. Since you brought Dixie back to Dixieland, you make our black-eyed peas and our drinks, Mame, seem like the bill of fare at the Ritz,
Mame Dennis Burnside, care of American Express Cairo. Dear Auntie Mame, in English lit, I'm in the top 10. I got a B plus average again. Tahiti sounds the greatest of all the crazy places that you've been. Wait till you hear the latest. I think I've got a whisker on my chin.
To Mrs. Mame Dennis Burnside, the Raffles Hotel, Singapore. Dear Auntie Mame, I find it's getting harder to cram. I flunked my Latin grammar exam. My glands are in a hurry, my voice is sort of taking on a roar. The girls I date, don't worry, are socially decidedly top drawer. And you'll never guess who my roommate is here at Rumson U.
You hit the jackpot, Dennis. 3 more letters from your Auntie Mame.
Huh. Pango Pango? Shanghai? Singapore?
Yeah, and save me the stamps when you're finished, will you?
Whatever happened to your cigar band collection, Babcock?
I gave that up when I started smoking.
You'll never guess who Patrick's rooming with at school. Banker Bab. We've got to be getting home.
But Mame, honey, we've almost broken the world's long-distance honeymoon record. I'm just dying to get a crack at that little old Matterhorn.
But I feel Patrick needs me. I have to write him and find out what he wants to be when he grows up.
But Auntie Mame, I'm up. I'm shaving every morning and growing like it's going out of style. The Debs all seem to go for me. Give France a big hello for me. A hug to Uncle Bo for me. Your loving nephew, Patrick. Mr. Babcock.
I'm afraid I don't have very good news for you, son.
Auntie Mame, something's happened to Auntie Mame.
No, she's fine. It's that damn fool husband of hers. Went and did a damn fool thing. He fell off a goddamn Alp.
Uncle Bo.
Just remember, this makes your aunt a very rich woman in her own right.
Hey, Dennis, on the horn, long distance. See overseas operator.
Hello? Yes, operator, this is he. Oh, sure. You bet I want to talk to her. Auntie Mame? You don't have to tell me. I already know. There's just one thing I don't want you to forget, Auntie Mame. Not ever. You're my best girl, and nothing you do is wrong. I'm proud you belong to me. And if a day is rough for me, having you there's enough for me. And if someday when everything turns out wrong, you're through with the human race, come running to me, for you'll always be my best girl.
Patrick wanted to be alone with her. Lindsay, this is a wonderful idea, but I don't know if Mame can write a book.
She needs a project.
She can't even sit still long enough to write a postcard.
Well, she's going to have help.
What Mame needs is a friend. A bosom friend, and I am going to be better than a friend. A sister.
She won't recognize you.
Mame, you poor, tragic darling. Sister's here. My God, she can't have changed that much.
I've been going to Speedo.
I sent her to the secretarial school so she could master shorthand. Agnes, do you think you can take down every word Mrs. Burnside has to say?
Oh, Speedo won't let anybody out who can't do at least 100 words a minute. I'm over 200.
You're not.
Welcome home, Auntie Mame.
Beekman Place. Dear old Beekman Place.
Everybody smile.
No matter how far I go, it just sits and waits.
Nobody
for me to
cry.
come back.
Mame, darling. You look awful.
Vera, my old friend. And Lindsay, how distinguished you look.
Oh, welcome home.
Oh, and Agnes. What's this?
It's your typewriter. Mame, you're gonna write a book.
Me? A book?
Nobody's had a more exciting life than you, Auntie Mame.
And think of all the fascinating people you've known. Winston Churchill, Mahatma Gandhi, me.
And I've saved all your letters. You'll be so busy digging at the past you won't be able to think about the present.
And I promise to publish it.
Oh, I see. This is some kind of conspiracy.
No, something like that.
Yes, some kind of trumped-up occupational therapy like leathercraft or basket weaving.
I swear it would be a bestseller.
A bestseller.
And you'd be doing me a favor.
A bestseller? My memoirs. Yes, my memoirs. I see it in 2 volumes, don't you, Lindsay? Boxed like Proust. Let me see. Chapter 1, page 1.
Does she have to start this minute?
Chapter 1, page 1. This isn't so difficult after all, Lindsay. Oh, now where was I? What are you writing, Agnes?
Chapter 1, page 1. This isn't so difficult after all, Lindsay. Now where was I? What are you writing, Agnes?
She is fast.
Auntie Mame, you're off and running.
Oh, do you really think so, darling? Oh, you heard Lindsay. It'll take up all my time, and I really only came home just to be with you.
Well, you can't exactly be with me, Auntie Mame. No women allowed in the dorm.
You're all grown up. You don't need me anymore. How do we turn you off, Agnes?
Well, I'm going right over to announce the book to my publishing house. Patrick, need a lift?
Sure. Goodbye for now, Charlotte Bronte.
Literature. You know, Vera, I may even let myself go prematurely gray.
Mame, do you forgive me?
For what, darling?
Oh, I've had regrets. I tell you, I've lost many a beauty sleep tossing and turning. Because I was so cruel to you that terrible time in New Haven.
Vera, dear, you've lost beauty sleep? It hardly shows.
But do you forgive me?
Of course. Let's drink to old times.
To old times.
Oh, Agnes, do you care for a drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I think I'll just go in the kitchen and fix myself a Dr. Pepper.
You know, Vera, friendship like ours is very rare.
What's the female equivalent to Damon and Pythias?
Daphnis and Chloe?
I think one of them was a fella.
The wonderful thing about you and I, Vera, is that we can say anything to each other.
Absolutely anything. Just to be careful what you say. We'll always be bosom buddies, friends, sisters, and pals. We'll always be bosom buddies. If life should reject you, there's me to protect you. If I say that your tongue is vicious,
if I call you uncouth, it's simply that. Who else but a bosom buddy would sit down and tell you the truth? Though now and again I'm aware that my candid opinion may sting, though often my frank observation might scald. I've been meaning to tell you for years, you should keep your hair natural, like mine.
If I kept my hair natural like yours, I'd be bald. But, darling, we'll always be dear companions.
my crow, my mate, will always be harmonizing. Orphan Annie and Sandy like Amos and Andy. If I say that your sense of style's as far off as your youth, it's simply that who else but a bosom buddy would tell you the whole stinking truth. Each time that a critic has written, your voice is the voice of a frog. Straight to your side to defend you, I rush. You know that I'm there every time that the world makes an unkind remark. When they say Vera Charles is the world's greatest lush. It hurts me. And if I say your fangs are showing, Mame, pull in your claws, it's simply that who else but a bosom buddy would notice the obvious flaws. I feel it's my duty to tell you, it's time to adjust to your age. You try to be peg of my heart when you're Lady Macbeth. Exactly how old are you, Vera? The truth! Well, how old do you think? Oh, I'd say somewhere between 40 and death. But sweetie, I'll always be Alice Toklas if you'll be Gertrude Stein. And though I'll admit I've dished you, I've gossiped and gloated, but I'm so devoted. And if I say that sex and guts made you into a star, and simply that who else but a bosom buddy would tell you how rotten you are. Just turn to your bosom buddy for aid and affection, for help and direction, for loyalty, love, and forsooth. Remember that who else but a bosom buddy would sit down and level and give you the devil will sit down and tell you the You know, Vera, it's amazing when I think of all the same men we dated and still remained so inseparable. Mame, I never dated the same men you did. What about Carlos, that sexy Argentinian with all those shoulders? Carlos? I never dated Carlos. I married him, I never dated him.
Oh, excuse me, but listening to you ladies makes me all goose-pimply. See, I never had one.
Never had one what?
A date with a member of the opposite, you know what. Mrs. Burnside, is anything wrong?
Agnes, dear, you're coming out.
Where?
Why, Gooch, you have fabulous eyes. Take these glasses off and leave them off forever.
But, Miss Charles, I can't see anything out of my right eye.
Who can? Look out of your left.
What do you call those things, Agnes?
Orthopedic Oxford.
Kick them off. My God, Agnes, you do have a bust. Where have you been hiding it all these years? Agnes, I want you to take off all your clothes. Do you hear me? Take everything off.
I don't have a very clear picture of what's going on.
Here, this'll calm you.
But spirits do the most terrible things to me. I'm not the same girl.
What's wrong with that?
Will it mix with Dr. Pepper?
He'll love it.
We need to do something about her face. We need to close those pores. We'll need a bucket of ice and 16 egg whites.
And a chisel.
Tonight, Agnes, you're going to be the Queen of Romania.
Mrs. Burnside, I think I know what you're suggesting I do, and I just don't think I can do anything so provocative.
Agnes, dear, where's your spine? Here you've been living in the same house with me all these years, and you don't understand what I believe in. Live! Live! Life is a banquet, Agnes, and most poor sons of bitches are starving to death. Live!
Live!
Live! Live!
Live!
You know, Vera, you and I are the greatest team since Romulus and Remus.
I'm sure one of them was a fella. I've patiently watched you for years with those asinine projects of yours. From orphans to health food, you've searched for a niche.
I feel that my search will be over the moment I've finished my book. I'll write about us and who is the bitchier bitch.
I concede.
If life should reject ya, there's me to protect ya.
Oh, Missy.
Oh, Ito, do you think the human race is ready for my book?
Oh, yes, Missy. Highly educational.
What time is it? What day is it?
Vera, I'm working.
On what?
Chapter 2.
Chapter 2? It took you 6 months to finish chapter 1?
Flaubert spent 13 years on Madame Bovary.
How did she stand it? Whenever I read a book, I always skip that I was born jazz and turn immediately to the sexy part. You know, when the girl is 12.
Good afternoon, ladies. Oh, I just dropped by to see how my favorite authoress is doing.
Oh, swimmingly, Lindsay.
Great. Why are you typing yourself?
Well, after Agnes left, I just couldn't face a new secretary. All this material is so personal.
Where is Agnes?
You know, I'm not sure. I've only gotten one postcard from her in 6 months, and that was from the Shangri-La Motel in East Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania.
Hi, everybody. Auntie Mame.
Hello, darling.
Uncle Lindsay, Auntie Vera. I hope you're not too busy, because I've got some terribly important news.
I hope it's gossip.
It is. It's about me. I've got a girl.
I suspected it.
It's not just a girl. It's the girl. Her name's Gloria Upson, and you're gonna meet her today.
Oh, I hope you didn't leave her sitting in the car, dear.
I dropped her off at her best friend's, Bunny Bixby's, on Park Avenue. She wanted to get spruced up before she met you.
I better do some sprucing up on my own.
I'll bring Gloria back in 10 or 15 minutes, okay?
Great, I'll have my face all organized.
Oh my God, it's the Queen of Romania.
Agnes, dear, what happened?
I opened a new window. I wanted you to be the first to know.
Oh, dear, everything's going to be all right now. You just sit right here and tell me exactly what happened.
I'll try. With my wings resolutely spread, Mrs. Burnside, and my own inhibitions shed, Mrs. Burnside, I did each little thing you said, Mrs. Burnside. I lived, I lived, I lived. I altered the drape of a drop of my bodice and softened the shape of my brow. I followed directions and made some connections, but what do I do now? Who'd think this Miss Prim would have opened a window as far as her whim would allow? And who would suppose it was so hard to close it? Oh, what do I do now? I polished and powdered and puffed myself. If life is a banquet, I stuffed myself. I had my misgivings, but went on a field trip to find out what living's about. My thanks for the training, now I'm not complaining, but you left something out. Instead of wandering on with my lone remorse, I have come back home to complete the course. Oh, what do I do? Mrs. Burnside, I traveled to hell in my new veneer, and look what I got as a souvenir. But still, I'll defend you as guide and instructor. Would I recommend you, and how? Although I was leery, I thrived on your theory that life can be a wow. You said there's nothing wrong with a harmless smooch, so I'm gonna call him Burnside Gooch. Oh, what do I do now?
I know a darling Jesuit priest who runs a fascinating home for fallen women.
I do not consider Agnes fallen, quite the contrary.
You know, maybe it's not such a good idea for you to meet Gloria tonight. It's a little late now. Let's make it another time.
All right, dear, what evening would you like?
I'm not exactly sure. This is Gloria's busy week.
Oh, Thursday would be perfect
Oh, no.
for me.
On Thursday, Gloria works as a nurse's aide.
Oh, isn't that nice? Friday, then?
Friday, she rests up from Thursday. Tell you what I'll do. They're very social. They throw lots of parties.
Who do?
The Upsons. Gloria's folks. I'll get you invited to their place up in Connecticut so you can meet them all properly, okay?
Properly?
I'll call you.
Lindsay, what am I gonna do? I guess you'll have to do things properly.
You'll have to invade Connecticut.
What do you call that, Junior?
Where you been, Pop? It's the latest dance craze, the Darien Dip.
Oh, Claude, don't you love to see the kiddies cutting loose?
Say, why didn't you want us to meet the aunt, Dwight?
Well...
She seems like a regular fella, and a looker, too.
I hope it's okay to have Gloria's party here on the patio. I don't want Mrs. Burnside to think we live like gypsies.
Oh, you show me a gypsy who lives like we do.
Now, Claude Upson, you be genteel in front of Mrs. Burnside.
God damn it, I'm always genteel.
Claude, I need a refill.
How about you, Doris?
I think we chaperones should try and stay sober.
Say, I meant to ask you, Dwight. Does Mame drink?
Now and then.
My Auntie Mame just loves your place.
We're very esteemed to have your aunt as a chaperone, son.
She's dying to meet Gloria.
Oh, what a big day this is for our little Glory, saying goodbye to her teens and hello to her future aunt-in-law to be.
My dear Mr. and Mrs. Upson and Mr. Babcock, I can't begin to tell you what I think of your house.
Mamie, here's your poison. I make my daiquiris with a secret ingredient I learned from this native down in the Virgin Islands, if you'll excuse the expression. I'll tell you this, there's no sugar in a Claude Upson daiquiri.
And yet it's so sweet. Whatever do you use?
Guess.
Chocolate ice cream.
Since we're practically relatives, I'll let you in on my little secret, honey.
I beg your pardon?
That's the secret, strained honey. Of course, I use quite a little rum, too.
You sure do, Claude. You use a lot.
Auntie Mame, this is Gloria.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to make your acquaintance.
I know you're very special to Patrick, and that means you're very special to me, too.
Isn't this a Marvy party that Mums and Dadums are throwing me? And everybody on the guest list is absolutely top drawer.
Marvy.
Today, it's farewell to naivete
and hello to sophistication. Oh, I can see that.
Isn't she beautiful, Auntie Mame?
Oh, yes, darling.
Wait till we tell Mamie the surprise.
Not yet, Claude, not yet.
And what lovely hair.
Oh, do you like it? The secret is the shampoo. You'll never guess what I use.
Strained honey.
Beer. I just pour it and pour it and pour it, and the beer just foams and foams and foams. Dadum says it looks like the bubbles are coming right out of my brains.
I made these especially for you, baby.
Oh, don't they look delicious? What are they?
Well, I take 2 cans of tuna fish, put them through the meat grinder, then add clam juice and peanut butter.
Mamie, I'd like to propose a toast. For a good life for us and ours.
And we damn well better protect it.
Did you bring all the legal stuff, Dwight?
It's in my briefcase. Needs both of your signatures.
My, I feel so important. Will you excuse us for a minute, Mamie dear?
Oh, of course.
Think you can chaperone all by yourself?
I'll do my best.
Fine, fine. We'll be back in a jiffy with a little surprise.
I bet you don't recognize me. Patrick's roommate.
Junior Babcock. What are you collecting these days?
Women of the world.
That's quite...
So, care to dance?
Why, thank you. Why are we dancing this way?
Well, it's the way my folks do it, and the Upsons, and well, the older generation.
Didn't you notice? The older generation just left.
Junior, quit hogging her. Hey, that's Patrick's aunt.
Auntie Mame.
Hey, handle with care. Show a little respect for age.
Age? What age? I have the feeling that time has halted. I'd like 2 straws and a chocolate malted, 'cause that's how young I feel. I feel like pecking and buddy hugging and Lindy hopping and jitterbugging, 'cause that's how young I feel. I'm mad for that big band beat. Wanna ride in a rubber seat. Sheldon's got a Chevy, love a face full of frozen custard, to have a hot dog with sand and mustard and ride the Ferris wheel. Oh honey, 'cause that's how young I feel. I'm ready to ask my mom, can I go to the junior prom? Sheldon's got a Chevy, love a coochie to knock about, but to start the morning by giving out with a Rudy Valley squeal. Oh honey,
Kiddies, the picnic tables are all set up on the far lawn. Last one to get his hot dog doesn't get any mustard.
Mamie dear, do you think we chaperones ought to stop the kiddies from acting so lovey-dovey?
Good for him. Warm him up for the wedding.
Yeah.
Wedding? Claude, you went and said it. You spilled the surprise.
Well, she had to find out sooner or later.
It's nice of you to keep me informed.
Oh, I've planned the most beautiful wedding, Mamie. I'm already starting to cry.
So am I.
Your Patrick and our little Glory will be joined at the Church of Heavenly Rest in East Montebank. You'll love it.
It is the most restricted community in our part of Connecticut.
I'll get a blood test.
But we haven't left you out of our plans, Mamie.
Claude and I already have the wedding present all planned out.
We're gonna get together, you and me, Mamie, and buy the kiddies that.
What?
That valuable lot right next door. Why, that dandelion patch is one of the choicest pieces of real estate in Mountebank.
You see, Mamie, this section is restricted only up until our property line, so we feel we have an obligation to make sure that the wrong people don't, well, you know.
Oh, I see. So you're not really losing a daughter, you're gaining a patio.
We settle the kiddies in there and at the same time protect the entire neighborhood. Do everybody a favor. We'll buy it together, you and me. 50-50, Mamie.
Here's the escrow. Claude and Doris have already signed it, and now all it needs is your John Hancock, and it's happily ever after.
My. Thought of everything. Do you mind if I discuss this for a moment with Patrick?
Why, sure thing, Mamie. Talk it all out. Just give us the high sign when you want another daiquiri.
You don't happen to like gin, do you, Mamie?
Love it.
Oh, great. After dinner, I'll get out my cards. We'll have ourselves a little game.
I was going to tell you, Auntie Mame, but things kept getting in the way.
What things?
Well, I knew it would take you a while to get used to the Upsons.
Are you used to them? The way they think? The way they live?
Auntie Mame, I've been mixed up with a pretty crazy bunch of screws and nuts most of my life. I guess it didn't hurt me, but I'd rather my Glory didn't know about a lot of things that ordinary, decent human beings don't have to know about.
Should she know that I think you turned into one of the most beastly, bourgeois, babbity little snobs on the eastern seaboard? Or will you be able to make that quite clear without any help from me?
Forget it. Forget you ever met the Upsons. Forget you ever met me.
Patrick! Where's that boy with the bugle? My little love was always my big romance. Where's that boy with the bugle? And why did I ever buy him those damn long pants? Did he need a stronger hand? Did he need a lighter touch? Was I soft or was I tough? Did I give enough? Did I give too much? At the moment when he needed me, did I ever turn away? Would I be there when he called if he walked into my life today? Were his days a little dull? Were his nights a little wild? Did I overstate my plan? Did I stress the man and forget the child? And there must have been a million things that my heart forgot to say. would I think of one or two if you walked into my life today? Should I blame the times I pampered him, or blame the times I bossed him? What a shame. I never really found the boy before I lost him. Were the years a little fast? Was his world a little free? Was there too much of a crowd, all too lush and loud, and not enough of me? Though I'll ask myself my whole life long, what went wrong along the way? Would I make the same mistakes if he walked into my life today? If that boy with the bugle walked into my life today.
Perfect.
What the hell's going on?
Facelifting? You must be the little love.
Are you the new decorator? Did you do all this?
For money. Right there, Ito.
Oh, congratulations, Mr. Patrick.
What are these supposed to be?
Chairs? Swedish modern. You find it every place except Sweden.
But the Uplands don't understand modern. They're strictly bitter colonial. Do you like them?
No.
You're honest, at least. Miss...
Pegeen Ryan, unincorporated.
Hi.
Hi.
Pegeen Ryan, did we meet once?
Yeah, we both went to the Laboratory of Life.
Hey, that's right. I didn't recognize you with all your clothes on. That is, maybe we know each other better than we thought.
You're taller. Can I have my hand back if you're through with it?
Oh. Where's my aunt?
Getting ready for the big blowout.
Oh, no. This is just going to be a quiet little evening at home. Auntie Mame!
Relax. People get married every day.
But I'm not getting married every day. I'm getting married 3 weeks from Tuesday.
Congratulations.
I promise I won't use one teensy-weensy son of a bitch all evening. Okay?
You look so terrific. No one would notice anyway.
Patrick. Oh, do be a darling and help Pegeen, will you?
Sure. What is that?
Don't you like it?
Well, it's a little avant-garde for the Upsons.
Oh, Pegeen, take it down. I want everything to be perfect for Patrick tonight.
I think it's very unusual.
Agnes! Oh, what's she doing here? Oh, this is the one thing the Upsons would not understand.
Well, we don't need to talk about it, dear. Perhaps they won't notice.
Won't notice. Won't notice. Oh my God, they're here.
Hey, somebody
Agnes,
help me
Auntie
get
May,
this down.
just leave it up. Get the ladder out of here.
I'll get it.
Oh, no, you don't.
You don't approve of me. I'm not loved.
Oh, you're loved, Agnes. My God, are you loved? Just please go cry upstairs.
Claude, Doris, welcome to the Burnside Fireside.
Good to see you, Mame. You don't look a day older.
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, come in, come in. and little Glory.
I can't tell you how pleased I am to see you again.
Yes, dear.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, son.
Patrick.
Ah, the drinks. Won't you sit down? Patrick and little Glory. And that must be Uncle Dwight.
Oh, Dwight! We haven't seen him since the party last weekend.
Dwight!
Hello!
Mr. Babcock, how bully of you to come.
Bully of you to invite me.
Oh, my. I'm afraid we'll have to take that down. Pekin, better bring in the ladder again. Won't you come in, Mr. Babcock?
Thanks. Claude.
Well, I think we're almost ready for the spécialité du maison. Ito! Oh, I'd like you all to meet Miss Pekin Ryan.
Hi, how do you do?
Take it down, dear. It seems to be getting in everyone's way.
Oh, these are scrumptious. Try one of the little striped ones, Mom.
Say, these are tasty.
Whatever are they, Mamie dear?
Pickled rattlesnake. Mame, darling. Vera. Mr. and Mrs. Upson, Miss Upson, Mr. Babcock. I'd like you to meet Vera Charles and the celebrated publisher M. Lindsay Woolsey.
Oh, Miss Charles. I've simply got to tell you how I adored you in Reflected Glory.
Did you, dear? Oh. That was Tallulah Bankhead.
Vera's only a baritone. Can I persuade you for a drink, dear?
Maybe just a tiny triple. Anything except rum. I've just been at the most god-awful cocktail party and all they served were daiquiris. Made with honey, yet.
Damn. Oh, Pekin, can you manage to wait on that ladder, dear?
Yes, but I need 3 hands.
Oh, Patrick, do be a darling and lend her one of yours.
Whoa.
Oh, well, that's a pretty picture, I must say.
Isn't it, though? Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to propose a toast to this lovely young couple as they start up the ladder of life together.
No, Auntie Vera. This isn't Gloria. That's Gloria.
Pity. Well, what the hell? Let's have a toast anyway. What do you say, Mrs. Upjohn?
Agnes, I told you to stay up in your room.
But you also told me I just had to take my calcium pills, and they're still in the kitchen.
Of course, darling.
Is that a member of the family?
Damned if I know.
It's a member of somebody's family.
Everybody, this is Agnes. She used to be Patrick's nanny. She's a little bit... well, she's not quite herself at the moment.
Oh, now, we all know about these women's things, don't we? What's your name, dear?
Gooch?
You come and sit right next to me, Mrs. Gooch. What's your name, dear?
Gooch.
What does Mr. Gooch do?
Oh, my father passed on.
No, I mean your husband.
I'm a bachelor girl, and my baby's gonna be a little rhythm, whistle a new song, toast to the new vintage, some faces and trees to go. There's only one way to make the bubbles sing. Simply travel a new highway, dance to a new rhythm, open a new intro every day.
You see, Agnes, you're not alone. Do you realize how many girls there are every year who find themselves expecting all by themselves?
Mame, how theatrical of you. All of these fallen angels finding a haven right here in Beekman Place.
Oh, no.
No, this is much too big for Beekman Place.
Mame's bought this property up in Montebank?
What? What's that about Montebank?
You building a place up in our neck of the woods, Mame?
The Beauregard Burnside Memorial Home for Single Mothers. How lovely it will be. Hundreds of unwed, pregnant girls romping around in that dandelion patch.
Claude, take me home.
I thought you were one of us. I should have known.
Gloria.
Ooh, let go of me.
For 9 years, Miss Mame Dennis Burnside, I have tried to protect that boy from all of your cockeyed, idiotic nincompoopery. But this is the limit. All of my plans have been completely...
Your plans? Your plans? Really? You have the bill of fare with your shouting orders for everyone. Did it ever occur to you that this boy might be hungry for something you've never even heard of? When Patrick first came into my life, a frightened little boy, it was love at first sight. For 15 years, I've tried to open some windows in his life, and all you want to do is shut him up in some safe deposit box. Well, I won't allow you to do that to my little love. No, he's not little anymore, and he's not mine, but he's certainly not yours either, Mr. Babcock. Patrick won't allow you to settle him down in some dry, restricted community, make him an Aryan from Darien, and marry him off to a family with braces on their brains.
Did you plan all this, Mame?
What makes you think that, Lindsay? You know Patrick always makes his own decisions. Oh, rattlesnake, anyone?
Thank you, Moon Lady. And if someday another girl comes along, it won't take her long to see that I'll still be found, just hanging around my best
Look at all the great stuff Auntie Mame gave me. This is what kids wear for hats in India. Crazy, huh?
Peter, I knew you'd like your aunt.
She's your great aunt, Peter.
She sure is. She's the greatest aunt a guy ever had. I'll bet she knows lots of stuff you don't even know, Dad.
Are we going to let her spoil our son the way she spoiled you?
If she hadn't spoiled me, Pegeen, I'd be living in Montebank, and you'd be a bachelor girl.
Salam to your parents, Peter, like Auntie Mame taught you. Ah, very good, Sahib.
Why are you rushing off, Auntie Mame?
Beldare Parkaridan, darling. Oh, Peter, in Hindi that means the water oxen are waiting at the gate. And of course, our water ox is waiting at LaGuardia, TWA flight 104 New Delhi.
What do you mean, our water ox?
Well, Peter and I had the most beautiful idea.
No.
But the boy's deprived. He's never even ridden an elephant.
Can I go with Auntie Mame, Mom? Please, please, just to India.
It's ridiculous. I wouldn't hear of it.
Dad.
You heard your mother.
You know what your trouble is, Mom. You don't live. Life is a banquet, and most poor sons of bitches are starving them.
One thing you've got to understand. School begins the day after Labor Day. He's got to be back by then.
Of course, Labor Day. That's sometime in November, isn't it?
Auntie Mame.
Oh, Peter, what times we'll have together. And when your little boy is ready to take trips with your Auntie Mame, I hope you won't be as antediluvian as your father.
Auntie Mame, it's antediluvian.
On the plane, Peter, I'll give you a pad and pencil and you can write down all the words you don't understand.
I give up. She's the Pied Piper.
I've been shopping all day for your traveling gear. Long pants and this.
Golly.
My little love, your Auntie Mame's going to unlock doors for you. What adventures we'll have together. Open a new window, open a new door. Travel a new highway that's never been tried before.